All right, Ashton. What happened?
Crankshaft cap blew up.
That's the best way to explain it. There's a piece, I'll put a little clip in what broke on our car right here. And yeah, basically we had an engine explosion. In one of our previous videos, we took the transmission out of this car and we took the engine trans together while we were polishing some stuff. I think we blew it up a little bit, so yeah, it's broken now. So we gotta take the engine out, which is not that big of a deal, but it's still annoying. So yeah, this is how to replace both side head gaskets, all the head studs, and the driver's side head. And while we're doing it, time belt, water pump, etc. Everything down there. All right, as the car trinkles, it's cooling out. Got the majority of everything disconnected, all the wiring. Got an alternator wire harness here, 2 wire harness back here disconnect. A lot of miscellaneous lines that you saw us disconnect. Main ones being the PCV system. I need turbo piping, so intercooler, charge pipes, air filter here. Draining the coolant so we can take out the radiator. All the downpipe bolts off. You don't need to do this, but if you disconnect the slave cylinder, it just makes you have more room for the starter bolts because you have to take off the starter in order to get the bolts out of the transmission. So we're just removing the engine out here. The downpipe bolts are out. There's 2 engine mount bolts. Ashton's getting the fuel lines. You're gonna have, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 10 or 8 transmission bolts. You have 2 studs at the bottom and then bolts at the sides. So Ashton's getting the fuel lines here. It's kind of chilly.
Smells good. Smells like 93.
It smells like 93. We ran out of propane.
We're cold.
Happens. So, yeah. All right, Ashley's gonna do a little rundown of how to get rid of remove the fuel lines here.
So, you're gonna want to get some picks. These are our picks, some bent screwdrivers. So there's gonna be 2 little notches right here. You're gonna put that upwards, essentially facing your eyes, and then 90 degrees to those. So about halfway to the next notch is you're gonna get 1 pin, put it in the one side as deep as you can. And this pin, put it on the same opposite side as deep as you can. Push it forward and pop right off. There. There's an issue with that. That shouldn't be coming out. But it is.
Not one bit. All right, well, part 2 may not be out for a little bit because it's got to source all the parts and slowly say, well, actually, you're just going to buy it all. I forgot. Yep, we're going to source parts and, yeah, just thirsty, bro. You got to source the parts and, yeah, parts. Parts. So many parts. We got to head for it. We got to go pick it up. Our boy Randy hooking us up.
I fixed it.
Oh, it's gonna run great.
He's gonna get it.
But yeah, so since we're tearing off the head, we have a new time belt water pump kit for it by Gates.
That we didn't put in because we thought it'd be fine, but we have to take it off anyway, so might as well.
Yeah, it's ironic we had the engine out last night, and we installed it, let it ran, made some noise, I put it in the video.
It made some noise.
Yeah.
It sounded something like that, but like 40 times.
Yeah. So.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Yeah. Not supposed to do that, but yeah. So stay tuned for part 2.